Hey everybody, it's Nerdad. We are back playing Baldur's Gate 3. Lanimus is already calling people nerds. That's fantastic. Um, so today we are going to be exploring more of the Underdark, specifically getting over to the Arcane Tower, which again is one of my favorite places in Baldur's Gate 3. And actually it's one of my favorite places inside one of my favorite places. So it's just exciting all around. Last time what we did was we took care of um Balin, who was stuck in a whole bunch of mushrooms. Well, actually, we took care of dealing with the aftermath of all that. We also took care of all the Dwergar that were bugging the various Myconid colonies that were going around. We also um, took care of one of the Myconid colonies because Sovereign Glut wanted to take over the Sovereign Spa's circle and wanted us to kill him, so we had to take down Sovereign Glut. Didn't feel good, but he was kind of a jerk. So, maybe he deserved it. And as far as things that happened offline, so I went ahead and did a long rest and did all of the enormous amount of things that I do every long rest. And just as a quick as a quick reminder of all the stuff that I do for a long rest, um, I abandon everybody in my party and then pick up all of the 3 hirelings that I've got, and I use those guys to provide buffs and a whole bunch of good berries to the party. And then I use one of the guys, one of the hirelings, that is the one that's a wizard, the one that is specializing in transmutation. I use him to create all of my potions for the day, because as a transmutation wizard, he is able to possibly provide 2 for the price of 1, as long as he succeeds on a medicine check. And so I use him to create all my potions every day. Also had everybody drink elixirs. I went by most of the vendors to see if they had anything worth grabbing, and if they do, I grabbed those. I did some find familiar stuff, and then lastly had Astarion bite some poor random person so that he could get his happy buff. But since I did the long rest offline, I actually wanted to go back to a save that I did immediately prior to doing the long rest and immediately after the previous stream. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the long rest right now, because there is a lot of story stuff that is going on in the long rest. And actually, let me double check and make sure that there are no conversations that need to happen before we actually trigger the long rest.
What's on your mind?
All right, nothing from Gale.
Always a
Talk
pleasure.
to Will real quick.
Gone gods.
Yeah, here we go.
Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself.
Will, you weren't even there, man.
No, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
What do you think of the illicit potential the Dream Visitor spoke of?
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
You've seen how dangerous these absolute cultists are. We need the extra help. Just look at me, how potent I'm becoming. Think of what we could accomplish together. We face untold dangers, Will. Shouldn't we seize every possible advantage? So this is actually a pretty good piece of persuasion right here, because first off, you are explaining logically the situation. We face untold dangers. You also call the person by their name. And if you're writing something, you don't want to do this, too much. You don't want to overuse somebody's names because it sounds ridiculous in the writing. But after we have addressed them by name and logically exposed the situation that we're dealing with, there's then the invitation to action, and that is, shouldn't we seize every possible advantage? So we'll go give this a shot. And this is a pretty rough difficulty class, but with friends and with the extra proficiency and favorable beginnings, we should be okay. Yeah, we're okay.
Yes, I suppose we should. Though I'm more than a bit wary. Still, I am the Frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
I mean, it's not like he's already making horrible decisions in order for the good of everybody, right? You know, warlock and all. So we'll go down here. Talk to Lae'zel.
Speak.
There's something old and boomery about me that really likes Lae'zel's very direct manner of communication. I feel like Lae'zel has the soul of an 80-year-old man.
Feeling illithid?
So, about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
Well, now that you mention it, I was hoping you might. The benefits seem to outweigh the cost. It's your choice, but I think the tadpoles make me stronger. What in the world? Why did I get disapproval off of that? Like 5 minutes after the fact. Jeez. I was hoping you might. Yeah, we'll do that.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
We might be facing a cult more powerful than we know. We'll need all the help we can get. Can't you see by my example that this is worth our while? I think it through Karlach. There's a lot to be gained here. Yeah, let me do this first one here. And same deal. We're going to use friends. Same roll, dang. Yeah, still no Final Fantasy 14.
Oh! How do you do that? Always making sense when I least want you to. Fine. I'll keep an open mind, all right? I can promise that much. Now, are we done here?
So, kind of interesting. Karlach, I think, does not like me. It's been a... I don't think I can look at her... Let me see if I can examine her and see if it shows her her affinity towards me, but I don't think it's very high, and I think some of that is because I just haven't had her in the party, and when I have, it's been like kind of disapprovey sorts of things. And
Need something?
yeah, and Astarion and Shadowheart should be pretty empty of conversation.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Creepy. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this long rest here. Because there is a story to tell.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Oh, hey, look, it's a patron.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God's damn it.
Language.
Anyone but her.
Question, who's Red Girl? Red Girl is Karlach. She is a barbarian, she's a tiefling, and she got forced into servitude in one of the upper lower planes. So she's been fighting for the lawful evil side of things, and Will was originally tasked to kill Karlach, and apparently he was tasked to kill Karlach by this, by his patron. So yeah, we'll do, that's a nice set of wings. Let me guess, Will's patron?
Handler's the word, if it's all the same. My pup here's been unruly. And his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than
Language.
you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9.
Targets shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Did I mention lawful
Karlak
evil?
meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
So yeah, a little bit. In case you've missed it, a little bit more background on Red Girl. So she was conscripted against her will to fight with this person, actually, with Mizora. And one of the things that they did to her was they removed her heart and put what they call an infernal engine in there, and that's why she is like constantly on fire. And her side quest, or her companion quest, is all about trying to get her cooled down enough that she can actually, you know, touch people again, and it goes on and on from there. But like Karlak is a big, huge puppy, a big, huge red puppy that's on fire. But and it is kind of sad because one of the things that she mentions is she just wants to hug somebody again. It's been like a decade since she's gotten to touch anybody or had a hug. All right, get to the point, Devil. What do you want? If we kill Karlak now, will that get rid of you? You better not lay a finger on Karlak. And blast it all, Will. Why didn't you tell me about her? I've heard enough. You're not leaving this place alive. Well, you better not leave
Don't
a
you
finger
worry.
on
That
Karlak.
ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their
She's really
torment.
content about that. Now both eyes are messed up.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Oh, Mizora. So always fun dealing with warlocks in the party, because usually their patrons are not the most splendid of individuals. So we're gonna go ahead and do the conversation rounds.
May the darkness protect you.
And yeah, that's it for her.
There you are, my friend.
Are you drunk?
I have drunk, not alcohol, of course. A bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Where did you find a bear down here? That's kind of interesting, because I don't think that's an option if you're not in the Underdark when you have this conversation with Astarion. So that's pretty cool that they included that for when you're in the Underdark. Sounds like a dangerous meal. You seem happy. No need to drink humanoid blood then, as long as you're leaving mine alone. Yeah, where did you find a bear down here?
I mean, I think he was a bear. Big head, 4 legs, hair that gets stuck in your teeth. Whatever it was, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Sounds like a dangerous meal. You seem happy. No need to drink humanoid blood then.
You're comparing plonk to vintage wine. You can make merry with either, but they're not the same. But Cazador fed me rats and bugs. And when you're used to drinking from a sewer, even plonk is a marked improvement.
Does it matter? Blood is blood, isn't it?
Not at all. Blood is life essence. And some creatures have so much more life than others. Cazador gave me just enough to keep me, well, alive, for lack of a better word. But never more than that. Still, that was the past. I'll never have to grovel for him again.
True, you can start over. You can be better than what he made you. Maybe not, but you'll grovel before the mind flayers if you keep using the tadpole. You sound very sure. We'll do this. True, you can start over. You can be better than what he made you.
Exactly. I can be better than him. Stronger. More powerful. More... Oh. You meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. I've no objection to being nice, of course. Once I have the power to bend others to my will.
You think power lets you do anything free from consequences?
Well, yes. You can't look at the world and tell me I'm wrong.
The strong have a duty to protect the weak. Power corrupts, you do well to remember that. And careful, there are heroes about. I'd hate for them to get the right idea about you. We'll do power corrupts, you do well to remember that.
Oh, I hope so. A little corruption sounds fun.
Jesus story.
I spent centuries as the victim of a corrupt man. It was the mind flayers that plucked me away from that. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
So, I mean, I get it. Like, Astarion has lived a really cruddy life. Or at least a really cruddy life since he became a vampire. Don't know too much about his life as a magistrate. I cannot imagine that he was a fundamentally good person when he was a magistrate. But, I know there might be a dead bugbear inside a camp. But interestingly, little D&D terminology. A bugbear is not actually a bear. A bugbear is like a big, huge goblin. And yeah, Astarion can get drunk on blood. And okay, why did the goddess want Karlach dead? I actually do not know that. We're gonna find out here in just a second because of the big, huge exclamation mark over Karlach. A little bit of their history, but we'll see what's going on there.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
So right now she's got more more affinity with Will than she does with me. Defying his patron like that was extremely dangerous. It was a courageous or very stupid move. He's a good man, maybe the best of us, and you must be relieved. We'll do he's a good man, maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was. Soldier?
You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
Yeah, Doggo's still around. I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
We'll change the subject and see if there's anything else. Yeah, so we're done with Karlach there. And Will should have a lot to say.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells.
Language.
Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it.
Yeah, shocking,
I'd be
man.
hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Let's see. You warned me about Raphael, but are pacted to Mizora? What a fraud. The Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do. And what did you expect? She's a devil, hardly the paragon of honesty. You've been turned into a devil, an appropriate punishment, I'd say, and you're lucky she didn't take your soul when she came.
I'd count my lucky stars for it, but I reckon luck is on holiday. I'm only alive because my patron still has use for me. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Let me guess. This pact is what caused the rift between you and your father. What are the terms of your pact? You should get out of this pact. And how did you get involved with Mizora? Kind of between rift you and your father. How'd you get involved with Mizora?
The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
So this is really, really good storytelling. Because we know Will, and like even in this conversation, like we know that he is absolutely dedicated to helping people and being the good influence for everyone around him. And the fact that he pacted up with someone from the, from the lower planes, and that he considered it his proudest deed is such a conflict of personality that it's practically inviting you to find out more about what's going on and why he did what he did. It is excellent storytelling. How can I help? And that's it for all of our characters. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and end, or actually go to rest.
Let's see what this does.
And yeah, sure, we'll just auto-select and full rest. Because there's more story.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. I see you've been using the powers the tadpole gives you. Good. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Alright, so what should I be doing? Tell me who you are. Halsin mentioned that these tadpoles have been modified with magic. Yeah, it's Dream Lady. It's always fascinating when she shows up. And they do a really, really good job of making her seem like the savior from on high while also making her incredibly suspicious. It was worth a shot. There must be some way to get rid of the tadpole, and I'm done seeking solutions. So what should I be doing?
Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You were lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right.
Or you also might lose an eye.
Parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
How do I destroy the source of the tadpole's magic? I thought you said you could protect me. What is this sickness? And how do you know so much about these tadpoles? And tell me more about this magic. Yeah, we're gonna do this one.
I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. Though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, Its methods are. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
So who are you? How is it that you protect me? Why are you protecting me? And why should I believe you and just flat out I don't trust you? How is it that you protect me? That seems like a paladin-y thing, you know, since we're all concerned with protection.
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
What's going on over there? Is there anything I can do to help you? Tell me where I can find you. Wait, what do you need me to do? What's going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back.
That's pretty fascinating, too.
I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it.
Okay.
Go. Our freedom depends on it.
So again, really interesting way that they're making her seem suspicious and benevolent at the same time. Like that whole comment about, okay, the powers I'm using to protect you, so really good thing. I stole it from someone, really bad thing. And let's see, we'll go ahead and do a potion of animal speaking. Just so we can talk to Doggo.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oh, Scratch is so sweet. I love how happy the dog is when you do that, and I love how happy Nerdad is when you do that. Alright, so what we're going to do real quick is run through for the third time and talk to everybody and make sure they don't have anything extra to say.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Alright, we'll leave that there. We'll talk to Astarion.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
To infiltrate the cult, we must be discreet. The tadpole can help us with that. Whatever's at the heart of this cult, we have to find it by any means possible. And I don't like it, the whole thing feels like a trap. Yeah, we'll do this first one.
And if that fails, then there's always killing them quietly.
He's
Now,
so
was
excited
there
about that.
anything else?
Go ahead and leave, and we'll keep on moving around.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
Again, we need to be discreet to get to the heart of the cult. These powers might help. Then let's do just that. If we can use these tadpoles for good before extracting them, it could be worth it. And this feels like a trap. I don't think we should indulge this dream visitor at all. We'll do this one.
It's a fair point. I just don't want to take a short-term boon. I want to win this whole thing. To finish off the cult. To get this tadpole out. To stay sane the whole time.
All right, and that's it for her. Let's talk to Cranky Lady and the one who's especially cranky about tadpoles.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the absolute cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring.
She's so sad.
You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
Let's see, we could use the skill to manipulate the cultist. We'd be fools to refuse it. I think the dream visitor was right. Follow these cultists and we find the source of our tadpoles. And I distrust the visitor too. I'll avoid using this power. Let's talk about something else. We'll do this one, follow, and we find the source of our tadpoles. That seems like, hey, I'm okay with using the tadpoles. I'm okay using whatever options that we have, but with the end result that we find the source of the tadpoles.
Yes. The one
got
truth
disapproval
that fell
off
out
of
of
that.
its
Okay.
cankered lips. There will come a battle, but it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
I'll bet any pro tadpole choice I would have selected there would have gotten me some disapproval. These dreams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
I love the way this voice actress says like the Gith Yankee words like gay. It feels like that word is coming from like deep in her throat and like falling off of her tongue. Greater Master, who or what could that be? Elders doesn't sound like something I want to encounter. The Absolute is this master, I'm sure of it. And fever dreams born of the parasite, they should be ignored. We'll do this one, the Greater Master.
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
Go ahead and leave. All right. And then one more section of people to talk to.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
We need these powers to infiltrate the cult. This is the plan that works. I'd sooner avoid these powers if we can. I feel like we're being led into a trap. Let's talk about something else. This is the plan that works.
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
How does it feel to be a devil?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
It's funny, a couple patches ago they added an enchanted mirror that you can go look at if you want to. Well, quite the handsome devil if I do say so. Ha 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 ha. Freak of nature, but you're hideous. I see the blade of frontiers, no more and no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Why obey her at all? What could she do that's worse than she already has? Can't we just attack her next time she pops up? There must be some loophole in the contract that lets her out. We'll do this one. Why obey her at all?
She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
So I think this is a good piece of writing, because the worms in our heads is actually a really, really potent bargaining tool, because there was Raphael that appeared, and he was interested in us just because of the worms in our heads, and Mizora comes from that same family. And we can beat her if we put our worms together. I just fear what she'll do to us next, and we'll see if it's worth it. We might need the pact after all. Yeah, we can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Well met.
That is it for Will. We'll talk to Gale here.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
Our tadpoles are part of the problem, not a solution. We shouldn't rely on them or their powers. You're right, we must use every means at our disposal, even unsavory ones. And that remains to be seen. I still don't trust this dream visitor's intentions.
As existential evils go, the Absolute certainly seems an adversary worth halting in its tracks. Any opportunities for us to indulge our tadpole's capabilities are hardly on the same scale. Trifles, when one considers the bigger picture.
All right, and that should do it. That is everybody. And so what I'm going to do is, now that I have talked to everybody, we're done with all the conversational long rest stuff, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load the game, or load the save slot where I've already taken care of all the long rest, like trivialities and stuff, and gotten ready for the day. I'm also first going to spill my water, because, you know, that seems like a great idea, to spill my water all over my pants. That's not a euphemism. All right.
No one back home will ever believe this.
So. Oh, ribcage right there. We'll check that out. All right. Pile of bones right there, too. All right, cool. So what we are looking at, again, we've done most of the Underdark at this point. We're going to go explore down in this direction, and we will definitely be exploring down in here. And heading to the Arcane Tower. But there are a couple of things that we're going to be taking care of in the meanwhile. Oh, whoops. I had a... Yeah, dang it. Should not have done that. Okay, good. One HP. That's not too bad. I threw down some simple toxin to dip my things, but it seems like... I feel like a couple of patches ago, you were able to dip your weapons in toxins and poisons and stuff that were on the ground. and you'd be able to have that toxin and poison on your weapon for the entire long rest duration. And it's ridiculous. Let's see if we can dig in this area. Well, let's see if we can dig in this area. Come on now. But I think in some patch they patched up and changed the way that the toxins work. I don't believe that you can, like, they only last for, oh jeez, they only last for 10 turns. It looks like they may have changed this too. I suspect what we just missed was a dirt pile, and we're not able to dig it up now. It used to be that you could do a use regardless of whether you found the dirt pile or not, and, you know, dig it up. But it looks like they changed that so that you have to survival check that dirt pile before it'll actually pop up. Tombstone right here.
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in.
And yeah, we're gonna dig up the grave. Because I feel bad about not having that that dirt pile to dig up.
You slowly expose the skeletal remains of a large dog wearing a chunky leather collar.
Strange collar. It's got runes all over it.
So we're gonna take a look at that dog collar and see what is happening here. An old leather collar for a large dog. The name Myrna is engraved on the tag, surrounded by a plethora of indecipherable runes. You know, Scratch's collar also glows a little bit. So I wonder what's going on there. All the bones is all done. And I think we are done with this little area right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and teleport over to the beach, just to make it a little bit easier for us to get around. Hey y'all, it seems like my microphone is a little bit quieter than it normally is. If my microphone is too quiet, y'all let me know in the chat. Like, I always want a good balance between the game and my voice. So yeah, let me know if let me know if it's a little quiet tonight. No respect for the dead. Not if the dead might have items. Alright. What we're gonna do is get Shadowheart to grant us with some guidance. It is crazy how many cantrips Shadowheart has.
The wall is riddled with holes.
Oh no!
A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
I did not want her to be the person of that. I took care of this. Alright.
The tunnels were created deliberately, but whether by tools or claws, you cannot say.
You reach into one of the holes.
The passage narrows and bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep.
Let's get going.
Let's check that out with Nerdad.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Short, reach into one of the holes. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and inspect this first, though. See if we can get a success on that survival check, which apparently, nope.
The tunnels
Not
were
doing real
created
good on survival checks
deliberately,
tonight.
but whether by tools or claws, you cannot say.
And we're short. We're gonna reach into one of the holes.
The passage narrows and bends. You're shoulder deep when your fingers brush against a fleshy tentacle. You flinch, but the tentacle is limp and cold. You push it aside and retrieve something loose lying beneath.
So Lanimus, they're kind of tadpole-y worms, but they do definitely refer to them as tadpoles. Definitely. Yeah, no tadpoles available right now. All right, cool.
How much farther can I go?
So we'll keep on checking out this whole area right here. You do have to be careful. There are these torch stalks in the way. And jump. Go ahead and take care of this right now, just to prevent things from exploding on me. It is worth noting, a lot of times whenever you detect a trap but you're not able to like get close enough to disarm it, one thing you can do is shoot it and it will activate. That's not always the case, and so just give it a try. Give it a try. It might end up working. Same thing with
Something's burrowed in there. Something big.
burrowed in where? I don't know where he is talking. But we'll check it out here in a second. The other thing that you can do, if there are switches or buttons or anything, you can shoot the switches or buttons to cause it to activate as well. And that's actually, in another couple of episodes, we're going to have a complicated situation where there's going to be a platform moving all around. And one option is to leave somebody behind while they operate the switches. Did you just see my brain? I don't know. But the other option is use Mage Hand, but you can only do that once per short rest. And then the final option is just shoot the levers, and that will absolutely totally work. Again, there is going to be something lurking about here. So definitely worth it to be careful as heck. Alright, I'm gonna grab this over here.
A perfect ring of mushrooms. Nature or magic? Pretty, but it doesn't do much.
Yeah, that's every time I see a
Half this drow's body's been crushed. Must have fallen from pretty high up.
yeah, it's the first thing that I think of whenever I see a mushroom circle that is naturally occurring, because that absolutely happens all the time. Is did magic create this? Grab the gold, dang it.
Better take a closer look.
Alright, so what's going on here is we have a whole bunch of mushroom, or like, I guess branch mushrooms are what those are called, or shelf mushrooms or something. But some of them aren't actually there. So we have to be super careful with this. Alright, Hidebound Journal. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Read. That's what I was looking for. One favor, one faithful servant. That is all I summoned. No more and no less than Malice Doradin ever had. Or indeed the mother of lusts herself. The Yoklol was quite a sight in all of its forms. I read of its foul odor, but found it intoxicating, like rosewater. So it smashed a few artifacts, hissed at a master. The Archmage should have revered me for such a conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me, to make me a drider. Yet my time will come. Soon I will return to Menzoberranzan and sorcery. Then the Archmage will worship me. I will be served. Cool, and a scroll of detect thoughts, so we'll go ahead and do that. And, yeah, there's a Viridian crystal over here. And a Sylvan stone over there. Alright, so what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to wonder where the heck Shadowheart is. Shadowheart, dang it. Girl, come on. So, let's see if they can actually move her that way. And I'll get it out of tactical mode, so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on here. Oh, and a skeleton, cool. Oh, and another skeleton. All kinds of skeletons around here. Okay, we're gonna separate out and have Nerdad start making some jumps. And actually, all of these are investigation checks, so I'm really glad that I've got the warped headband of intellect, because that does mean that we're gonna have actually a pretty decent score on our investigation at a +3. It's not Gale, but Gale will be our backup in case Nerdad doesn't succeed on some of these.
Glad that caught my eye.
Not sure what just disappeared. There we go. I was wondering why I didn't have light, but I had my had my sword on.
Better take a closer look.
Okay, so I failed on one of those investigation checks, so it is time to bring Gale on up. Oh, it is worth noting, you guys were complaining that I didn't have Burb out. Well, now I've got 2 of them, so what now, huh?
What's that over there?
Okay, so that one was the one that was missing. Let's go up this way. We'll just have Gale finish this off, since he's my investigation master. Oh, I can't reach that. That's can reach it from there, though.
My.
Ooh. Failed an investigation check. That is unfortunate. I'll try to get Nerdad up there and see if he can take care of that. If not, I'm gonna be a little worried. Because a failed investigation check in this area can be fatal. Oh, and hey, look, that mushroom circle that we found before, it's now active. Alright, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and have Shadowheart do guidance on Nerdad so that we can try to get that investigation check in place. Investigation failed. Investigation failed! No! Gosh. But check out the map. Check out the map. So there's a clear pathway through that where it looked like there was a wall. So what's going on here is there's got to be an illusory wall right there that we didn't see.
Another illusion.
Huh, okay.
Is anything real
Okay.
down here? Might
That
be
works.
useful.
Yeah, if the investigation check fails, hey, just start running through walls, especially ones that are like super suspicious on the map. Alright. We'll go to Mushroom Circle here. And check it out. So back when we were dealing with Auntie Ethel's lair, there was this illusion door that was definitely an illusion door, and we couldn't get through it. But having gone through the Underdark, this is where that ends up being. So we'll go ahead and finish looting all of this stuff in here, and because you know Auntie Ethel's a jerk, and I don't feel bad taking all of her stuff. Is that everything? That looks everything-ish. Okay. And actually, is there any place that we can jump while we're over here? It kind of looked like it, but on closer inspection, it does not look like it.
How can I help?
Oh, hi, Gale. Did not mean to talk to you. We're gonna try doing the illusory wall walkthrough, and apparently it doesn't work. Okay. Not sure how we're supposed to get through that, but we're gonna leave it.
Huh, I'll give it a shot.
Because I mean, now we've explored both sides of that, so it doesn't particularly matter. And straight through the wall. And straight back down through here. Alright, cool. But anyway, kind of interesting, like, the drow apparently fell from a great height. Let's see. Quoth and Quoth, yeah, they're both named Quoth. So obviously this guy fell as he tried to jump on a mushroom, and Oh, actually, we need to do Speak with Dead. Because, you know, you never know. You never know. Lightning Blast, it's a Ray of Fear. I don't really care about that one too much. Yeah, I don't care about that necklace too much. So we'll go ahead and stick the Speak with Dead on Astarion. I guess that makes good sense since Astarion is a little undead himself. And actually, Astarion looks pretty cool with those green eyes. I haven't seen him like that. So that's fun.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
House Vandry. Far Scout. Searching.
Searching for what?
Quick path to surface.
Bummer you didn't find it. What happened to you?
Through backpack. Too light. Fell.
How did throwing a backpack make you fall?
Mushrooms. Disappeared. Guessed wrong.
Did you have any allies nearby?
Worked alone. Better that way.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I like the green eyes better than the red eyes there, can he? That is a really good question. Let me take a look, because I don't think he even has Speak with Dead. Oh, he does. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thanks, Funnystein. So Gale does have Speak with Dead for free because that was a gift that he got from the Necromancy of Thay. I completely forgot about that. Cool. Thanks for the reminder.
Path less traveled.
So heck, let's go ahead and put that Moondrop pendant right back on Astarion, since Gale's already got the Speak with Dead all covered. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to shoot that torch stalk so we don't have to deal with that. And then
Wish to live in more interesting times.
we're going to have to do some jumping. Couple things to loot down here. This is actually a kind of hard place to find in this area, because it is kind of tucked away where nobody can see it, and it does lead to a whole new section that kind of has an interesting little side quest, I guess you can call. Helmet of Autonomy, proficiency in Wisdom saving throws, which is pretty cool. Gale has this Keynote of the Ancients. But he, yes, does have proficiency in Wisdom saving throws. Astarion does not, and Shadowheart does not. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We'll give Shadowheart the this helmet and then kind of rearrange things. When healing another of the wearer gains 1 to 6 hit points. I think I'd rather have proficiency in Wisdom saving throws. Okay. Oh, and another rotten mushroom. Anything else that we need to grab? No, it does not look like it. However, who is still over here? It's Gale. Come on, Gale.
I've got a long road ahead.
All right. So we're going to go even deeper into the Underdark here.
These boots have seen everything.
And it's been a little while since I've saved. I'll go ahead and do an area save here. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna separate people the heck out. Astarion
Delicious. Over here.
is going to go over this way. And if it wasn't clear by my strategically placing people in random locations, we're gonna have some stuff happening in a second.
There is work to do.
I'll see if
I'll take this way.
she can jump over across this chasm. Actually,
Perfectly hidden.
valid target. Yeah. Let's jump up that way. You still stealth? You are still stealth. Look at that. Okay, want to make sure that the bird doesn't get in the way. Jeez. We'll put Gale right here.
You've got the wrong man for this.
See it? I mentioned last time, Gale hates being stealthy, and so if you heard just now, he's like, "You've got the wrong guy." He just does not like it. Does not like it at all. All right, cool. Everybody stealth down. We're gonna send Nerdad just explicitly down there, and we'll talk to these guys.
Swift as my feet can turn.
Why, hello.
It's up for discussion.
Our blood to fill your oceans.
Hey, it's Murlocs.
Oh, blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Priest, promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
You don't recognize the creatures, but this voice seems to have a hold over them.
I love the scaliness of these guys. It looks really good.
Our Lord of Murder demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
So this is kind of interesting. Baal is the god of murder. And I'm no one's offering. Get your bearings. What have you stumbled in on? Try to determine who or what they're talking to. Yeah, let's do an investigation check. DC 15. Holy crud. All right, I'll take it.
That sickle blade, it's no religious totem. It belongs to a common redcap. Fey creatures
Are
known
fish
for
with
their
legs.
bloodlust.
Oh, hey, yeah, there's Sahagin, huh? Final Fantasy race.
A sacrifice. Forward's blood.
Wait, if it's blood you want, I can make another offer. Redcaps love violence. Bait him with an exaggerated tale of battle and bloodshed. This is kind of an amusing part. They think they're talking to Baal. They can't pronounce it correctly. Because I think this Redcap can't pronounce it correctly. Are your followers aware that you're just a rabid little fey creature? Yeah, let's do that one. That seems paladin-y. That's a little close.
Little, I'm a god, and I'm gonna rip you, tear you, wear you for a hat.
In the outburst of emotion, you feel the divine presence falter, then revert to its basic, cruel nature.
Wah. Their eyes are creepy, though. They're like perfectly blood red.
Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share.
Blessed Boal. What?
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen. Chosen got power. You want power, don't you?
So I also think it's pretty funny that the fish, like the chief fish, is wearing a fish made out of, or a hat made out of a fish. He's got a fish hat. Like there are raccoon hats, and those are pretty sweet, but a fish hat is on another level. That's pretty good. Let's see, what kind of power? I'll just kill you and claim it for myself. To priest, well, bow before Bual's chosen. I don't need your power or theirs, and I won't let you enslave them any longer. I need no god to claim my power. I will show them the way of my oath. So this is really, really interesting. If you choose to follow the path of power in this case, you can sacrifice one of your party members to get a permanent buff that lasts the entire rest of the game. It is a horrific thing to do, but there it is. And I'm gonna obviously do the paladin choice here. Ooh, DC 20, holy crud. Yep, it's about what I expected.
No! No! You lie!
Yes, priest. Trust Bual. That was a heretic. So start cutting.
Okay, yeah, here's kind of where we can go with this. Wait, if it's blood you want, I can make another offer. But we're not going to do that, are we? All right. So what we are going to do is look at how nicely everybody is all clustered up. calculating, and we are absolutely going to fireball the crud out of these guys. Do it, Gale, do it! Oh, Bual needs 15 to save. They rolled 8. Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. I'm glad they did not succeed on that. I love Fireball. Love Fireball. Such a cool spell. So I mean, look at these damage rolls, y'all. I love it. 28 fire damage, 33, 38, 29, 33, 30, 30. Fireball is just the best. It is just the best. All right. And Astarion is in a wonderful sniping position, so look at what he is going to do. Let's see. Target outside normal. Target outside of normal range, but it's still a 95% chance to hit. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do. Although it is a 16. What is this guy? 18. Yeah, we'll do a bonus action shot. 95. Here we go. And he rolled a 1. Needs 12 to hit. Jeez. It's just my bonus action. I don't care. Although, that does kind of stink. He didn't roll for a high enough initiative. Huh.
I need to concentrate.
But, hey, look at who we have over here. We'll go ahead and get her to do Shocking Grasp. No, we won't use that. But, hey, was expecting that to be a little bit more impactful, but I guess that's fine. All right, cool. I almost think that it would be better to Eldritch Blast until I get that the Pact of the Blade feature where I can do an extra attack, because as of right now, Eldritch Blast is going to do 1d10 force plus 3. Yeah. So 4 to 13, and how about the 6 to 16? Which is really good, but I can cast 2 of these Eldritch Blasts, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And both of these go on that guy. Yeah, and we won't do Luck of the Pro. We'll just take him the heck out. And again, I love Eldritch Blast in this game. Oh yeah, and he's got the Elixir of Bloodlust on, so look at what I can do. 65 and 65. That stinks. What about this guy? 80, huh? Yep. You get 2 blasts. Oh, it needs a 12 to hit. That's fine, I guess. And I'll go ahead and move up to Bual, just to prevent him from moving away. And actually, heck, I'll go ahead and hex him. Alright, that should be it for Nerdad's turn. Yeah, you missed that bird, dang it. Or don't miss the bird. I feel like my familiars are not lasting very long. Oh, nor is my concentration. Man, this is not... Oh. Going super well. Not going super well. Yeah, I'm not going to react. That shouldn't do too much damage. Yeah. 2 HP. Not a big deal. Alright. Gale has already used up his action, so we'll go ahead and end turn. Astarion still has an action available. So let's see. Could go ahead and move up a little bit. Because everything, I think everything is... Yeah, outside his normal range, so yeah, he's gonna have to move out. But with this, he should be able to take out a good number of these guys. Yep. And let's see, we'll go ahead and... Oh, he's barely outside of range as well. You go down. Yep. Target too far. That stinks. Alright, it's time to... Oh, we'll just completely take out the wall. That's a miss, but I do still have a full-on action to get 2 more shots. Yeah. Got some inspiration. Alright, can Astarion reach this guy up here? No, he cannot. What about if I move? What about if I don't move? What if I... Alright. Let me see if I can move forward and shoot this guy. I think the path is going to be interrupted, though. Oh, no, it is not. Check that out. Cool. Highly effective use of Astarion's turn. Need them fish sticks. So it's kind of interesting. I think Astarion did as much, like, killing this turn as Gale did with his single fireball. Which, again, feels just wonderful. Alright. Burb is up. Gosh, we only have 1 more guy left. And Bird can't go that far anyway, so we'll just have him move over here.
What should I do?
Yeah, I'll have her move a little bit. Actually, no, I'll have her move a lot. That guy's frightened, so he can't do any reactions. Cool. Nerdad's not gonna be able to get anywhere. Guy, come on.
No hesitation.
Really not a huge amount of point in trying to get him moving all that way, so we'll just leave it. This guy only has... Alright, Astarion. I should be able to take this guy out with a bonus action, so let's see if I can get a clear shot by taking a standard action dash. And you know what's funny? I can take that standard action dash, kill him with a bonus action, and I would still have that bonus action, not a bonus action, but like that extra action from the Elixir of Bloodlust. So yeah. Again, such a good build. Such a good build. I'll have these guys up here, loot the stuff up here. Crossbow.
Yes, please.
Crossbow. Remember you guys, gold is gold. Check out this chest. I got a bunch of sellable stuff and that acid arrow. Cool. Acid arrows on Astarion are super good. Super, super good. And part of that because of the Elixir of Bloodlust that allows him to... Hey, there we go. There's a dirt pile I can dig in. But yeah, because he has multiple attacks every round, he's able to use those arrows quite a bit. And again, those arrows are very, very useful. You just have to be a little bit careful with the arrows because they are all explodey arrows, which means that you want to do it in, like, against like the more ranged or caster side of things, or at the beginning of combat when everybody's like all grouped up. Because otherwise, people are gonna get into melee, and you're gonna have a hard time with shooting your own people. Which I don't know if you know this, but having exploding arrows exploding on your people is a bad thing.
Certainly.
I know. These are the life lessons that you get from my channel. All right, let's go ahead and have Nerdad.
Despite everything,
take care of all this. Oh, and he only has one. And he only has one more temporary hit point on his armor of Agathis. That stinks. Yeah, that stinks. This is pretty cool. Sickle of Bowl. Not super cool. I mean, it's only got lacerate, and it's not. Yeah, actually, I take it back. It's not cool at all. That was the like the religious thing that they were using for the whole ritual and everything. Oh, weird. Wonder why that wasn't closing when I hit the space bar. Headless fish. All right. Nothing like headless fish. I'm gonna grab this stuff over here. Really good example of stuff that you wouldn't normally notice, but hey, there it is. Go grab it. Oh, geez, whole bunch of stuff over here. Remember to move your mouse like a spaz so that you can be sure to see all of the extra stuff that you have going on. Oh, geez, yeah, still these shells. Man, there's more shells.
If not over,
come on. There's like a couple pixels where I can grab that. Come on, there we go. And a conch. Cool. That's why I'm talking so much, is because I have the conch. That was a Lord of the Flies joke. That's a book for those of you confused on both issues there. All right, let's move down in this direction. I wonder if I get the temporary hit points from the Elixir of Bloodlust if they add to my armor of Agathis, and I can keep that up a little bit longer. That would be really cool if that were the case. I suspect it's not, but we might have to test that out. You know, there are quite a number of fish barrels, and it kind of makes me wonder.
Something over there.
Something over where? Guys, just... Oh, okay. Oh, and there's that dirt pile that we need to get as well. Don't let me forget the dirt pile, y'all.
Here we go.
Dad, sorry I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost and that our old house is gone, but I read a book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. When you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate, or maybe come visit. I'll write again when I get more paper. So that was one of the tiefling refugees. And conveniently, we ended up finding their message. All right. So I think we're gonna come back down here because this is gonna be easy enough to remember. So we're gonna go and we're going to get that dirt pile wherever the heck that was. Oh yeah, here it is up here. Don't forget the dirt. Thank you. I'm all over it now. I'm all over it. I like too how they made like an altar out of a crashed ship, and like their main altar piece is the wheel of the ship. That's fun. That's some fun stuff.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
You've got a shovel, my guy. Look. Look, there's a shovel. You have a shovel. Why do you think you don't have a shovel? Look, it says shovel.
No time to dally.
Shadowheart thinks that that's a shovel. Shadowheart is smarter than you, and you're wearing the warped headband of intellect, my guy. 5 gold. That's totally worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely worth it. So maybe that was why I could not dig whenever we failed all those survival checks a little while ago, is because Nerdad couldn't figure out that what he had that was vaguely shaped like a shovel with a flat head on a long pole was in fact a shovel. And I mean, I get it. It was super confusing, that thing that he had in his hand that was exactly like a shovel. So, you know. Thanks, Nerdad. Thanks.
Maybe I need more pockets.
ton of gold over here. Just all scattered about. This is Larry, and just put all the gold in a pile. I don't want to have to click individual pieces of gold. I wonder if there's data that they get a hold of that says, hey, this player is obsessive compulsive, and he absolutely is going to, and he absolutely grabbed every single piece of gold, versus all the people who could not make themselves care to pick up all those individual pieces of gold. All right.
I'm behind. Go.
Gotta check this chest out. Oh, I was thinking that was going to be locked, but it's not. Hey, some really good elixirs. Hill Giant Strength is awesome. Elixir Peerless Focus, I don't care about. Elixir Bloodlust is awesome.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
It's alright. Let's take a look at that book that we just got a hold of. Let's see. Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable. For he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels. All right, cool. Murder happiness, fantastic. I'm telling y'all, that is a Murloc picture right there. All right, cool. So I think that we are done in this area. What does this say? Oh, that's the illusion door from Auntie Ethel's house. So this is kind of interesting. All of the like basement level stuff is all technically on the same map, even though you can't see it. So if we look up here, this is actually Auntie Ethel's whole area, but we can't see it because we're not actually in that area. But you can see here the illusion door that I put a marker up for is there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and delete that because we found what was on the other side of the illusion door, and we can't get through the illusion door even still. All right. Oh, I'm stuck in the ground. Oh no. That stinks. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the waypoints and just teleport out of here, and we'll go back to the beach. All right. So we have explored all in there. We need to go in this direction. Yeah, so we're going to go that direction. Where is... Ah, there's the net. I was going to say, there's like a rope ladder around here somewhere, dang it. And let's see if Shadowheart can get totally left behind with this incredibly complex jump that she has to make. Because, you know, this is a doozy. We just didn't have room. Hey, everybody made it. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Let's go this way. Well, I guess not that way, but go this way. So this over here is where we just climbed down. And actually, is there something that I missed picking up? No. Just the cracked rock having kind of a fit with the ground level. Hey, look, it's Chasm Creeper. How fantastic. Hey, look, it's a whole mess of stuff. Okay, cool. So here's something that's kind of interesting. Spider webs are incredibly flammable. And they actually kind of make like a little bit of explosion-y stuff going on. Oh, I need to cast Tears Protection. Yeah, that'll get his AC up to 20. And that'll help with breaking concentration. I do have to be mindful that he is not going to be able to. Oh, yeah, that is concentration. I was going to say. I do need to be mindful that I don't break concentration by doing another concentration spell. So things to watch out for. Searing Smite. Basically all of my spells. Actually, I think I lost my ability to cast Hex again. No. I had my Hex. That broke concentration as well. That stings. Let's see. Command, not a concentration. Hold person is concentration. Compelled duel is concentration. My smites are concentration. Less concentration. All of these things are concentration. That stings. All right. Anyway, spider webs are highly, highly flammable, and you can actually kind of make them explode a little bit and leave behind. So web is actually a pretty useful spell because of that. So you can cast web, and not only will it create a whole lot of difficult terrain for enemies to get through, but it will also provide a surface on which you can kind of explode them a little bit. And if you're up high and you don't have, what is that called? Featherfall available, you can cast web, and web will prevent anything from taking damage whenever they land in the web. So it's a really, really versatile spell. But we're gonna go ahead and not fry the spider web. What did I hit? Spider web was hit for 22 damage. I feel like that should have knocked it out. It looks like the spider web's gone. Okay, great. Throw out sack. Oh, actually, I do not want.
Looking ahead.
Gale taking care of stuff. 4 gold. Ah, and that is locked. So let's go ahead and finish up looking at the rest of the stuff over here. Bottle of water, heck yes. Rib cage, what's in here? Spider egg, can I grab that? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. This is kind of hard to see what's going on. Might just take those spider eggs out, because I don't like the fact that these spider eggs are highlighted, and I can't even loot them. That offends me. Yeah, take that spider egg. How about you? How about you? You want some, huh? Oh yeah. Freaking spider eggs. There's more over here, isn't there? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, still need that heavy chest. Let's get a story and unlocking that thing.
Let's crack it open.
Easy peasy.
A resupply stash. I wonder if Lol's pets left anything good.
All right. Some drow-studded leather armor. This is rare light armor. It has a bonus to stealth, which is actually pretty darn cool. It's the same armor as what I've got on right now. So this one bonus to stealth checks. I'm not sure what the difference here is between the stealth +1 and a +1 bonus to stealth checks. But I'm gonna totally be wearing that armor because it's a blue-colored armor, and because it looks freaking cool. Dark Mother, Weaver of Destiny, offer us a blessing to slay your foes, not your flows, because that's a little weird. May they be strangled in the threads of fate and dyed red in your image. Lolth be praised. Take all that. And totally get Astarion equipped with his cool new armor. Which, I mean, darn, that is some cool new armor. Yep. I do like Gale with these Constitution saving throws, but I might actually switch that out with this drow-studded leather armor. Just because I'm not having Gale do a huge amount of Constitution saving throw checks, but I am doing Hunter's Mark a lot with Astarion. I'll leave it. I'll leave it as it is.
No one back home will ever believe this.
If I start feeling
with haste
offended by all of the concentration saving throws that Gale is missing, or that that Astarion is missing out on, we'll switch it around. But the important thing is that both Gale and Astarion have freaking cool looking armor. So there's a little area right here that can be jumped over to, but I'm not totally sure. Oh yeah, that's it. That is it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump over this. Yeah, we've got these skeletons and everything. We also have these little patches of noxious gas, so we gotta be a little bit careful while we're in this area. And for what it's worth, this is the area that we took down the Spectator in, which of course they're no longer there. Well, I guess we're too far away to see him. There are these petrified drow, and it can be worth it to unpetrify them, but I don't think I'm going to mess with that right now. Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, that actually works out because they can all jump over here. They can they can all jump over here. They can all jump over. Oh my gosh.
A long way to go still.
All right, we'll just explicitly do this, man. Is worth noting with these little poison things, I can actually see the vents, and I do have in Shadowheart's inventory some things that we can use to toss onto those vents and take care of that. Sorry, always good to yawn on stream, right? It's that's what everybody's looking for is. Oh no! Astarion can't reach because he doesn't have enough strength. All right. In that case, Shadowheart is up. We're gonna have her toss stuff on top of the those vents. Badoink. Ta-da. Ta-da. What the crud? That should have been for a lot longer. This is ridiculous.
Got to press on.
This is ridiculous. Yeah, it's like thinking about blocking it, but it's not sticking with it. Grab that alchemist fire though. Failed a perception check, okay. Arsonist oil is pretty cool. Coat your weapon in an oil that transforms the target fire resistance to fire vulnerability. And stuff that is immune to fire does not get affected. But this is really, really potent because fire normally does some really good damage. Take this torch. Take this backpack. Oh no! That's the perception check that you failed. Don't take this backpack. Oh, that's why that backpack was there, was to block a vent that we could not see. Oh, and she still cannot see it. All right, let's get Nerdad over here.
best be on my way.
That's a big whoops. Yeah, it does kind of look like those playground rope ladders. Also looks like those rope ladders on sailing vessels, so it kind of works out for, you know, the whole theme of the fish people with the
Have a lot on my mind.
with the boat, the sunken boat altar. There.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yeah, we know, guy. We know.
What's next?
All right, let's go ahead and try throwing this onto this area and see if that makes any difference. Not on the backpack. Backpack is in the way, though.
I know what to do.
Anything? Anything? Uh-oh. I guess that's fine, though. Like, we have looted all of the stuff in this area. Shadowheart only took 2 damage, and hey, check it out. We are actually kind of at the end of our rope, I guess we could say. So, all right. Yeah, I really don't need to explore that. Really don't need to explore that. So what we'll... Oh, jeez. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and jump back over. Get Shadowheart over there as well.
Whatever it takes. We've got to keep moving.
My good little jumpers are there.
All right.
Go ahead and have Nerdad move down while Shadowheart's moving as well.
Let's get
All
on
right.
with it.
That's micromanagement. That's I could be a StarCraft player because my micro is really good. See how I controlled 2 people at the same time, all doing different things. That's talent. Yeah, I know. It's like the backpack had like noxious gas inside of it. All right, but we are going to head in the direction of the Arcane Tower, which we can see off in the distance here, and this being the big, huge gate leading up to the Arcane Tower. It's kind of interesting. We didn't see that or point that out. All right, so the entrance into the Arcane Tower is
Scorch marks. Hints of weave, too. There might just be trouble afoot.
Indeed, there is, and the trouble takes the view, or takes the form of this arcane turret over here. So this arcane turret has resistances to a lot of stuff. It is not resistant to bludgeoning, which is really nice. But even still, it is sturdy, which means that you have to hit it with at least a 10 in order to damage it at all, and it does have 17 HP. But to the Rocky Cuckoo. Immune to necrotic, immune to psychic, immune to poison. Also very resistant to fire, but it is vulnerable to lightning. So check that out. Unfortunate thing is that I don't really have like free lightning spells. What I do have is Shocking Grasp, which I need to be way up close to them. But the thing with these guys is that they do an enormous amount of damage.
Don't mind if I do.
So, if you see here, we now have a sniper beam pointed right at Gale, and it did put us into turn-based mode immediately, which is always a hilarious sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Nerdad out of this guy's line of sight, and we'll deal with that here in a little bit. So Nerdad goes over here.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Can Shadowheart get over there? No, she cannot, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to be dashing on everybody anyway. I could try to get Gale and Shadowheart over here so they can both Shocking Grasp this guy. Because 2 to 16 damage, that will give us a pretty good shot at doing some damage on it, but it does have 17 HP, which means that in one turn I'm not going to be able to take it out. And that means in that turn it will be targeting Gale and Shadowheart. So yeah, I do have Witch Bolt, and I mean I have Lightning Bolt as well, but I don't particularly want to burn spell slots on something that I can just avoid. So I don't think I'm going to mess with this too much. We're gonna sneak around. So what we are going to do in this whole sneaky process Actually, we'll have Gale.
Magic.
I'm gonna disconnect the bird just because I don't want it moving in kind of crazy ways. What is Nerdad in vision of? What in the world? I don't... Maybe this one? No. Regardless, I do not like the fact that Nerdad is now standing in red. Because that's arcane turret-y. Might not specifically be an arcane turret, but we're not going to take any chances. And part of that, we're not taking chances. We are going to go ahead and get Gale all the heck over here.
May it please, Mistra.
And see, the sniper thing is following Gale all the way. But now that he is out of view, that should work out just fine.
And these things are still
And let's see if we can get Nerdad all the way over there as well. Which he should be able to not. He should be able to not get that way. Okay. But at the very least, we can move him a little bit more safe.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Gale is done. Astarion, let's go ahead and move him. Astarion should have a ton of movement, so he should be able to get not far enough. Okay. I'm a little surprised by that.
Subtle steps.
Why does Gale have so much extra movement than Astarion? I guess Gale was a little bit further up, so yeah. Let me see if I can look at what their movement speed is. I'm not sure where I even find that though. If you know where to find that, post in the chat where I could find that. Let's see. Not there. Yeah, movement speed. There we go. Huh. So Gale can move 100 feet. Astarion can move 80 feet. And I mean, he's got an original 40 feet of movement, so him being able to dash makes a ton of sense that he would have 80 feet. But where's that 100 feet coming from?
Direct me.
Because I do not know. Alright. But anyway, Astarion is safe. We'll go ahead and end Astarion's turn.
Time to rest.
Nerdad is not safe, but we'll scooch him forward a little bit just to get him a little farther up. And Shadowheart. Shadowheart might have a little bit of difficulty because she was behind. I take it back. She's totally fine.
On I go.
She's totally fine. A little extra movement? Nah, we're good. Okay. Now for Burb. Let's see how far Bird can move. Not far enough. Yeesh. Alright. So Bird is just going to hide behind this little section right here. Okay. I guess the bird could like possibly have moved into that area, but I'm not going to risk it. Not going to risk it at all.
Ready and willing.
Well, let's go ahead and grab this swarming toadstool. And we do have to worry about this guy up here. There's really not a huge amount of free space to get up there, so. Although Gale does have that ton of extra movement, we'll see if we can get him. Gale? Can you move up there? No! Don't you dare. Guess he's gonna have to jump? That's crazy. And let's see how much movement he has got. Not enough! Not enough movement! Oh, man. Okay, so he comes down here, and he is just going to chill his little self out.
Well, hello.
Astarion, kind of the same deal.
Watch the shadows.
Astarion's not going to be able to do anything, so let's go ahead and just end his turn.
One day I'll catch a break.
Same thing with Nerdad. I'll go ahead and dash just to get Nerdad up a little bit closer. And you know what? Heck, I should be able to not jump. I should be able to not jump because I don't have enough movement.
Keep a blade close.
I'm going to cancel Astarian's intern and try to get him moved up a little bit more too. Because, yeah. That should be out of line of sight, but that does worry me a little bit. So yeah.
My faith protects me.
All right, Shadowheart is going to come around as well. We'll just have her dash. Have her move up this way. Stuck in a wall again. Oh, cool. She's able to jump up there as well. That'll be a little useful for next turn. All right, and Bird. Let's see what Bird can go. And see where Bird can go. That was the weirdest sentence I've ever said. Okay. So I think that is it for turns.
No time to waste.
And fantastic. That thing can see Astarian. Maybe it can see Astarian. But regardless, we are going to have Astarian move the heck up here. Yeah.
Shall we?
We'll have him break. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll have him move up there. He should be safe, even though this thing does have a line to him, that is clearly being blocked by this big, huge statue. So, yeah, we should be good. Should be good as long as this thing doesn't turn. Which we will find out if it will or not.
Let's move.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
All right. Ooh, she's not gonna have enough room. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, we'll come back to her. Let's do Gale first. Because Gale has a ton of movement. Gale looks like he is going to be able. Yeah. He can get all the way up here. That's awesome.
I venture forth.
That is awesome. That damage did not do a
tower
huge
is a
amount.
sanctum. Private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
All right, so Gale is safe. Let's check out Shadowheart and see how we're doing here. Can she jump up right there? No, she cannot. That is flooded with line of sight. Well, okay. We should be able to jump up there and be fine. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. And you know what? Another option with her is I could equip her with a ritual spell. Although, I guess technically we're in combat, so I don't know if the ritual spells would even work. Yeah, they totally would. They totally would. Yeah, I could equip her with a ritual spell, and then whenever she casts a level 1 or higher spell, she gets that automatic fly, and it doesn't count against her movement speed, which is a fantastic movement ability. And that could have helped us with that, but I have learned just now that the only ritual spell that I have got... Oh no, she has Detect Thoughts. That would work as a ritual. Okay, cool. But it looks like that is also not available because, yeah, we are technically in combat. All right, fine. But anyway, she is safe. Gale is safe. Bird is not safe. Let's see what we can do with Bird. In fact, we can go ahead and get the bird to do some flying. Yeah, let's just have it fly over this way. It should be good.
Still alive.
All right, Nerdad. I don't think Nerdad's going to be able to make it all the way over there. But let's see what we can do regardless. Oh, he's not even going to be able to climb up this thing. Oh my gosh. Nerdad, sometimes, man. Sometimes. Let's have him jump. And then move back down. And then move a little bit out of the way. Alright, so he's just going to lag behind a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. We'll intern.
Don't touch me.
Intern. Intern. Is that a place we can go explore? That looks explory. Maybe not though. We'll check it out later, maybe. Yeah, we'll check it out later. Okay, cool. So new turn, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get everybody up on this up on this platform. Apparently kind of in line of sight. Should be able to open up this door safely. But I do kind of want to get everybody up there anyway. Actually, Gale has a ton of movement, so let's go ahead and get Gale to go up to the locked door. All right. So I guess it is Astarion, but he's not going to be able to unlock that door and dash on the same turn. All right.
Over there.
Let's move him a little forward like that. Yeah. So this little, yeah, Astarion does have lightning arrows. That's not too bad of an idea. Not too bad of an idea. Curious. I think I might do that. They're gonna be some more of these arcane turrets inside of these doors, so I could just use that, or use Astarion for taking care of that. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea.
I'll go this way.
Yeah, we'll get Shadowheart in there, and yeah, that's out of line of sight. All right. Nerdad, man. Let's see what Nerdad can do here. Well, so Nerdad can't do anything yet.
If not over, then through.
Yeah, he can make that jump. All right, cool.
Seems like the best way.
Oh, who has got a laser beam pointed at them? Shadowheart? Dang. Okay, let's get her dashing and get her out of the sniper fire. Jeez. All right. Okay. All right.
And these things have stayed interesting.
And that guy can see Nerdad. Oof. Really not a safe spot that he can go, and he doesn't have enough movement to do it anyway. I feel like that guy's out of line of sight. Look at that. There's a statue in the way. He's safe. He's got to be safe.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Oh yeah, gotta do bird. Dash and fly. Let's see, should be able to, yeah, fly right on up there. Fly is so strong, y'all. So strong. Heck, you can fly up there even. Did you see that? Do you see these the lines of sight in there? So this is what we're going to be dealing with in a second. We've got these arcane turrets that are covering a large amount of this area. Okay, that's it for the bird. Okay, Astarion's out of movement, so we'll just kill that. And yeah, moment of truth to see if, yeah, nobody got shot. Cool. Cool. And we lockpick this. Yeah, I should do guidance. That is going to use up one of her full-on actions, but hey, worth it. It's totally worth it. All right, now, we have to deal with these guys.
This way.
Always significant whenever the game You go to a new spot and the game auto-saves for you. Okay. So that is Astarian's turn. Yeah, that's Astarian's turn.
What now?
We should be able to get him in a slightly better position in a little bit. Nerdad is going to use a dash.
These
and
boots
move
have seen everything.
the heck up there. I could have him like stay right there in that one little patch of safe spot. Oh, fun.
To do.
Okay. Shadowheart is also going to move in here. Can she reach this other little spot? No, she can't. I'll have Gale move in there.
I must keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
And Gale
On my
moves
way.
up here. Yeah, full on 40 feet. That's interesting. Yeah, Gale should be good to go right there. All right. And bird, I think I'm just gonna keep the bird right there. I mean, bird isn't going to help me. I just didn't want it too far away. So yeah, we'll go ahead and finish that off. Get this environmental turn, and then see what Astarian's lightning arrows can do for us. Although, it is kind of a bummer because these guys are resistant to piercing damage, which means it's going to be really, really close to get any damage off on this guy. Yeah. It should be okay. It should be okay. Because Astarian can consistently do over 10 damage. But it does have resistance against piercing. I know. I've always thought that too. Like, those totally look like something from Zelda. And I mean, it's even got like the little laser pointer like the Guardians from Zelda have. Guardians, is that what they're called? Guardians? That's tickling my brain, but I'm not totally sure if that's the term. Okay, so here is the deal with Astarian and the lightning arrows. He is going to have to roll really, really high to be able to get this damage in place. So it's 18 to 23 damage. That gives him like a 2/3 chance to actually damage this thing because again, it does have piercing resistance. But with lightning arrows, it adds an additional 1d6 plus 15 piercing. Oh man. Yeah, so it's same deal. 1d6 plus 15, and then the extra lightning damage is 2d4. It is vulnerable to lightning damage, so there's actually a pretty good chance that this will do some damage from the lightning, but I think that Sturdy... Okay, so like for example, if Astarian does not pass the 10 hit point threshold that we need to do any damage on his piercing damage, I think that the lightning is considered a separate source of damage. So like let's say that Astarian does 9 points of damage on the piercing part, or I guess I should say on the piercing and acid part. If that doesn't pass the threshold, so that 8 points of damage is just out. It does not get added to it. But if the lightning damage ends up being like 11 points, then he'll do 11 points of damage. I don't think it's 11 plus the 8 to do that total amount of damage, but we are going to experiment and find out right now. So, arrow of lightning.
Don't linger.
We will scooch forward then. All right. Here we go. Yep. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay. Oh. My roll on that was... So the attack roll was not super great. I guess it was kind of good. The damage roll was 1d6 piercing, so I rolled a 2, which that's not where most of my damage comes from anyway. But +1 for half of the acid, +4 for my dex modifier, which is flat damage, and then +10 for sharpshooter, which is all in. The damage was 17 minus 9 because of the resistance, so that was below the damage threshold. But even still, this arrow of lightning, let's take a look. Oh, the saving throw. Yeah, okay, so the damage on the arrow of lightning is a saving throw. And it rolled a 20. It rolled a 20, jeez Louise. Alright, let's try that again. Let's try that again. I'm feeling good this time. Here we go. Okay, so that's much better. There is a little bit of a goofy thing that goes on with these. Like, it still lists them as active participants in the fight, even though we have damaged it. And I think on the environmental turn, it will have like a visual indication that it's out. But yeah, check this out. So the 10 piercing damage. I think I'm pretty sure that the only reason that the piercing damage got through is because I did 20 piercing damage, and then minus the 10 means that it made it through the sturdy effect. Same thing with the lightning damage. It was 5 plus 5, which it's vulnerable to, so it did 10. Or no, sorry, the damage was 5, which, man, is not a super great roll, but let's see, 2d4, so that means it would be 2 to 8, which means that it is, 5, that's average. But yeah, that barely passed the threshold as well, so, you know. Ah, yeah, but check it out. All the sightlines are done for the arcane, turret here. So let me see if I can. I would like to dash. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do any damage with the bonus attack. So yeah, let me just dash. I will get behind this thing and set Astarion up for next turn.
At the ready.
All right, Gale. I don't have anything in my cantrips that can do Firebolt except for maybe... Or sorry. I don't have any of my cantrips that can do 20 damage. Well, although actually, that thing... Oh, it is resistant to fire. I think they did that on purpose, dang it. So, what have I got? I've got Poison. It's immune to poison. I've got Shocking Grasp, which is melee. I'm not gonna have Gale move up to that thing. Bone Chill, which is necrotic. It's immune to necrotic. There's Ray of Frost, which might be my saving grace here. If I can roll a high enough damage, I might be able to get some damage on this guy. So let's try it. Let's try it. Gale comes out. Shoot this guy. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Yeah, let's take a look at what I got there. Yeah, 7 damage. Didn't hit the threshold. We'll go ahead and end Gale's turn. The bird again. I'm just gonna leave the bird there. Astarion can't really do anything. You know what? There's a chance that I could crit on this offhand attack, so it is actually worth doing that, because that might put us just barely over the threshold here. He doesn't have a whole lot of movement left though, so I got to be really careful with that. And that's all the movement that I've got. Oh, and no, I don't have line of sight to him. All right, never mind. Get on back, Astarion. I could hide. Yeah, Yeah, we'll hide. That'll give us a little bit extra boost to get him next time.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay. Nerdad, I'm gonna have him chill again. Although Eldritch Blast might be really good. That's force damage. Not so this stinks too. This stinks too because okay, with Gale,
not around. So
his cantrips at level 5 actually increase in their damage, such that you roll 2 times the damage dice, which gives Shocking Grasp legitimate, or let's say, bad example, gives Ray of Frost legitimately a 2 to 16 chance of, or sorry, 2 to 16 damage, which actually has about little worse than a 50% chance to do over 10 damage. Which is really cool, But Nerdad, this is the disadvantage, like the only disadvantage of Eldritch Blast. And that is that Eldritch Blast itself, whenever you hit level 5, it doesn't double the damage dice that you do. It is legitimately 1d10, and then I have a +3 for Agonizing Blast. But it is legitimately 1d10, and it fires 2 beams. So there is very, very little chance that I would actually do the damage that I'm looking for. With that said, though, I am going to go ahead and give it a try.
Should mind my step.
It's going to be a little tight. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Might be out of, yeah, it's out of range anyway. Okay, maybe next turn we can get something going. So instead, what we'll do is we'll dash. We'll scooch him forward so that he can try to take shots. All right.
I wonder what the next move is.
Shadowheart. Yeah, I'm gonna move her up here.
Have to keep pushing.
And we'll try to do a Ray of Frost on this guy again. 2 to 12 acid damage. That, yeah, not super great. All right, we'll try this. Here we go. Yeah, did not pass that threshold. All right, cool. You know, okay. So honestly, not that this matters too terribly much because we actually have a clear space to get out onto this little balcony right over here, which is really where we need to go. It's all right. We are back on a new turn, and I do want to try Nerdad shooting this thing with Eldritch Blast. We'll see what happens. Hey, actually, check that out. He did 12 points of damage. Way to go, man. Way to go. And heck, we'll go ahead and pull Gale out and have him Ray of Frost this thing just in case. Except he's gonna critically miss. Awesome. Way to go, Gale. Way to go. Good show. All that study for nothing. And she didn't pass the threshold either. So the one guy that I thought was absolutely not going to do any damage has so far done all of the damage to this thing. Fantastic. All right, Astarian's going to come out here. And we're going to see if we can take this guy out. Critical hit. Nice. Dude, don't be like that. All right. So that should do it for right now. Let me see what the sight lines look like. We still have this going on, so we have to be just still a little bit careful with how we move around here. Actually, no we don't, because we're going to just close the door.
I'm ready.
Movement.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Can Gale reach that?
Yes, of course.
Did you hear that? I asked, can Gale reach that? And he goes, yes, of course. Like he knows, like he's listening. All right, with that, we could go ahead and exit turn-based mode because these turrets are out of commission for right now. And that will allow us to loot stuff.
Time to rest.
Oh, except Bird's still out there. Can Bird reach us? Let's see. Let's try dashing. And try flying. Yeah. Flying is so good, you guys. It is so good. So, all right, cool. We can open up the door and bring the bird in. Hi, bird. All right.
Never wanted the easy path.
So this is a really, really trippy place, as I've mentioned before. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and read this. So the beginning of this book proudly declares it to be a play by Dame Enia, followed by an extensive introduction and 23 pages of notes on the text. Though the book itself seems barely touched, one stanza is encircled twice. There is a light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface to survive, and in its wake it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest so that the one can thrive.
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
So it is very, very important to look at all of these books as you come across them inside of this arcane tower. Like, get them all, and yeah, get them all, read them all. Guy, can you not just loot the chest? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all of these balconies and what we have going on here. So balcony here, and again, you can kind of take a look at the way that this arcane tower is structured. We can see here there are multiple floors going on, and if we... Here, I'll just have Nerdad come in here. We can see here that there is this handy-dandy elevator.
Looks like some kind of magical contraption. Now to get it to work.
So the elevator does not work right now. So our job is to get it to work. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get down to some of these other floors, because there are something like 6 floors to this whole place, which is awesome. I mean, it just looks cool to begin with, but and there's 6 floors of it looking cool. So what we are looking at is these multiple floors. We're going to need to get down to this area right down in here. Off to the side, you can also see there are more balconies, and in fact, we need to go back over in this direction and take a look at what's over there. So a couple of different ways that we can go about doing this. So one is we can have Shadowheart do a ritual spell so that she gets that that fly as a bonus action thing that she gets, and have her fly all the way down here and deal with this. We can also have everybody do Featherfall and jump all the way down here. We can also do a little bit of parkour, which still gaming at 4 a.m. will be super excited to know. We can do some parkour down there, and then not totally sure what we can do from there. But point being, we need to get all the way down. You know what? It might be jumping on some of these individual things if we did not have the option to fly. But we will go take a look at this right here, because this is important over here.
I sense magic. But where?
Oh, we have everybody else.
Let's get on with it.
Separated from the party. We're going to have Shadowheart cast guidance on Gale, because, again, he is our
Lost in thought.
Arcana guy.
My pleasure.
Let's see if we can get him over there before guidance expires in 9 turns, y'all.
Trickles of weave radiate from that chest.
So this chest is kind of cool.
Believe this.
We have gotten here a mug, a cup, a metal fork, and a mug. But what we're going to do is we are going to pull this out. And look at that, it changed from a mug into a scroll. So we'll take everything in here and check it out. We've got Mistress Grace, and conveniently this has a Featherfall spell attached onto it, which is really cool. Scroll of Mage Armor, a gold ingot, and a Hearthlight Bomb, which is pretty cool. So what this chest does is anything that is put inside of it, it converts it into a mundane item while it is in the chest. It's just kind of a cool little thing to start off with, but the really cool thing is if you have somebody with enough strength, they can pick up this chest of the mundane, and then you can take all of those unique items that are just taking up a ton of weight space in your inventory, and you can shove those items into this chest of the mundane and pretty much hold an infinite number of them now that you have the chest. I don't think I have anybody that can pick this up. Maybe Gale?
Yes?
Yeah, I can't pick it up too heavy. So we're gonna try to free up. Did I read this? Oh, yeah. It's the notes on Ketheric. I'm gonna move that over. This pouch has all of his scrolls. We're gonna go ahead and move that over as well. And heck, we're gonna go ahead and move all this stuff over as well. Shadowheart should have the space, yeah. Alright. So that puts Gale at just about nothing as far as what his weight is. So I'm gonna try picking this thing up again. Still too heavy. Still too heavy. Alright. That's fine, that's fine. I think that maybe Shadowheart, because she has that... Oh no, she doesn't. Yeah, she has that Elixir of Hill Giant Strength. She might be able to pick that up, but, I mean... It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
There's no time to waste.
It's fine. Although maybe. I should try to do this. Send this over to Gale. Oh, he's got so much space for all this. Send to Gale. Yeah. Send to Gale. See, the problem with Shadowheart is she's got a pretty good amount of very, very heavy stuff equipped. Like, specifically this chainmail, that's pretty rough. This staff is also a little heavy. Oh, the shield is pretty rough, too. Yeah. So, let's see real quick if Shadowheart can pick this up. And if she can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this chest and send it back over to... Well, first I'm going to grab the Scroll of Mage Armor. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Dude. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to keep her holding that. It is worth noting that if it's needed, I can send this to camp at any time, and that'll be good for us. One disadvantage of doing this, as opposed to just having a bag in my traveler's chest and then pulling it out and being encumbered whenever I need it, is if I need to search for something, it won't show up in this chest of the mundane. So, like, for example, I've got Gandrel's Aspiration. So if I type Gandrel's... Whoa, I'm on caps lock, holy crap. If I type in Gandrel's Aspiration, it shows up there. But if I open this up, put that in there, it turns into a goblet. And if I search for Gandrel... Oh my gosh, I cannot type. Nothing shows up. So it does make it a little bit more inconvenient, but that inconvenience is balanced by the fact that it is super convenient to carry a whole bunch of stuff in your inventory. And worst case scenario, you just put stuff, like you put all of your heavy stuff into this thing, and whenever you need to pull it out, you just, pull it out, and then you can search, no problem. So I might keep this. I might toss it into camp. for further exploration a little bit later. It is going to be a problem whenever Shadowheart no longer has this elixir of Hill Giant strength, because she will be encumbered just from this chest, because if you notice, it is 200 weight. So that kind of stinks. And the next highest strength I've got is Nerdad, which is only a 14. So yeah, I think for now, I'm going to send this back to camp. Worth doing. And I'll have to rearrange all of this. I'll do that off stream, so that you guys don't have to see me rearranging everything. All right, cool.
No one stopped me yet.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and head over to this door over here.
Better not be cursed.
Oh, that's kind of crazy that it's an open window. Oh. Everybody was separated. Everybody back. All right, cool. We'll go out here, and I'm just going to test this out. So Nerdad jumps down there. That will allow us to get inside this second floor, but I want to see if there's another place I can jump. It's interrupted. Yeah, if he's gonna take a lot of damage if he jumps. Yeah, 31 damage. 21 there. Maybe he can jump over this way. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Ah, move! Move! Holy crud! The sniper from Zelda was onto him. All right. So I think, again, another option would be if you have the jump spell or a jump scroll, or enhance leap or whatever it's called. Nerdad would be able to jump over in this direction. He might still be in range of that arcane turret, but he'd be able to jump and jump and jump and get down here that way without taking all that damage. And again, if you need to, you could take all that falling damage. It wouldn't be ideal, but it would work. So let's try jumping him down there. And see what the damage is there. Yeah, 19. 19. Not cool. Not cool. But that would be an option. So next time what we're going to do is we're going to continue exploring the arcane tower. That is going to take a good little while because there's a lot to do in the arcane tower. We've only done like one floor out of, again, the 6. And I think there's even like technically the basement is a whole other floor, but we'll actually get down here. We'll take a look at what's in the bottom floor, and we'll continue exploring. So, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all being here, and we'll catch you next time, which will be tomorrow morning.